Oh, you guys, I'm such an atheist. I just wish you would learn more. You could say the same to me, right? But it's sad. It's sad that people still use religion to try and understand life.
Mhm. Where do you extract your morals, your decisions from?
Well, from from reading all kinds of different philosophy and science
Mhm.
about astronomy and biology, like the nature, the origin of life, and in terms of understanding morality, there are all kinds of rational ways to decide what is the best thing to do
Like,
versus well, like uh, is well. Tell me something that's controversial from your perspective.
is raping good or bad?
Well,
Past, present, and future.
raping.
Past, present, and future.
Well, it's bad.
Who decides that?
Well, it's very easy to decide that based on a very simple thing, the
Why?
golden rule.
Who decides the golden rules?
Well,
Man-made. You follow man-made rules. That means
but if
you
but
just
if
talking about
but if
rationality, but you follow golden rules was written by a Jew. Golden
it
rules were
doesn't
written by a
matter,
Jew.
but it's a rational thing. Like if if I
Now,
was
how
to,
is that rational when it was written by a Jew?
what do you
You
mean
you follow
rational? It
man-made
doesn't
rules.
matter who wrote it. It's reasonable to say if let's if you want to talk about rape, right? And let's say I wanted to rape you.
Mhm.
I would ask you, well, do you want to be raped?
Mhm.
And you would say either yes or no, and that's end of story because I would not do to you
How is that a rape?
something that would
How is that?
hurt you.
How is that a rape if I give you permission?
Well then it wouldn't be, would
So
it?
you misunderstood the
Well,
definition of rape to begin with.
okay, well then just no, I
If
didn't
somebody, if
misunderstand.
somebody forcefully rapes you,
Well then it's wrong because it hurts someone,
is
right?
it,
I
is
wouldn't.
it,
Would you want
is
to
it
be
correct? No,
raped?
I'm asked. That was a
No,
question for you.
but here's a question
That
for
was a
you.
question for
But
you.
okay,
See, this
no,
is the problem
no.
with the. Yeah, how
But
are
the
you?
problem is no, I wouldn't want to be raped
But what
because
about
it
the
would
what about
hurt
the
me.
rapist? What about the rapist who finds pleasure in raping?
Well, yeah, but we're talking about me. Then there's something
No, the
wrong with
morals of
that
the
person.
rapist. The morals of the rapist is that he finds raping moral,
No, it's not.
morally correct.
It's not. Well, perhaps, but there's something
So you think it's
disordered.
right?
There, no, there's something disordered with that individual because
Hmm.
generally raping hurts people,
Hmm.
right? It hurts the victim.
But the rapist is finding pleasure in raping.
But there's something disordered and he needs some treatment for
Hmm.
that. And
You, according to
religion is,
you,
pardon?
according to you, is that according to you? Or the
Well,
rapist thinks that it's all fine for him.
yeah, but it's rational. And
How
then
do you
there's
account for the things you do? Good,
which
bad. How do you
things?
account for the things you do?
Well, how do you account for the things
We
you
believe
do?
in the hereafter.
Well, why would what evidence is there for the hereafter?
Do you believe in justice?
Well, sure.
Do you believe in justice?
Well, yes.
So if I bring
To
some
some
light, if I
extent.
throw some
But
light on history,
but you said you believe in the hereafter. What evidence
I
is
was
there for
giving
the
you and
hereafter?
you cut me off.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought
Atheistic
we
morals.
switched to
I think
a
atheistic
topic about
morals.
justice.
Atheistic morals allows you to cut people off.
No, no. I
Then,
think we're having a dialogue, and there's
so
interruptions.
you allow me to, because
You've
I was
interrupted me. I interrupt you. It's a dialogue. It's not
okay.
just
Do I have a
serial
chance to speak
monologues.
now?
Well, yes,
Okay.
but are you listening to me?
Yeah, I am gonna give you a chance to listen, and
Okay.
then
Okay, go
if you
ahead.
allow me to
Yes,
speak
we were
first.
talking. I thought you changed topics to justice. We were talking about
No, because we,
hereafter. I
yeah,
didn't
exactly.
realize you were.
No, no, it's related to that. Now
Oh,
you'll realize when I actually say that.
okay.
Hitler incinerated 6 million Jews.
Sorry, Hitler.
Hitler, he burned 6 million Jews alive.
Well, he didn't
So did
burn
he
them.
like get away
He
with that?
didn't burn them, but yeah, they were killed. Yeah,
Did he
different
get away with
ways.
that?
Well, not really. Yeah. Did he get away? They're dead, but so is he. And there was a whole war of people who were stopping him from
Where is
turning it
justice?
into
So the
6 million
people,
and one.
so the people who've been killed,
Yes.
6 million people who've been killed, they've been wrong. Like there's no justice for them. How are you gonna bring Hitler back to life to give justice?
Well, there's no justice for
So you don't
people who
believe in
are
justice.
dead.
So you don't believe in justice.
Well, I think it's a non sequitur. You're saying because those people somehow can't come back to life, or Hitler can't come back to life. I don't believe in justice. No, there's no justice for Hitler other than he killed himself. It's the end of the
So the 6 million people who Hitler killed, they've been wronged.
They
unjustly,
were wronged.
unjustly
Yes.
wrong. So there's no
Well,
justice for them.
Well, not really, because and their culture.
So you believe there's no
damaged.
justice, there's no accountability.
Oh, I do, but
where is justice for these
it's
people
not
who've been killed?
absolute. It's not. There's no absolute.
No, my simple question. See, you're juggling with giving one answer. My simple question is: the 6 million people who Hitler killed,
Yes.
where is justice for them?
Well, there is no
When
justice
will you bring
because
it? When
there's
will
no justice
will
for
Hitler?
them
Did
because
Hitler get
they're
away with
dead.
that? Did Hitler get away with that?
I guess so, because
So
they're
there's no
dead.
justice.
Pardon?
So there's no justice.
No, that's a non sequitur. It doesn't mean there's no justice. There is justice.
Where is it?
Where is it? If you assault me, there will be justice. I'll get the police, right, or vice versa. Right?
Okay, let's say that law is all corrupted. I pay the police and I get away with that.
Well, some people do. There's always some people who get
So
away,
there's
but
no
that
justice.
doesn't mean there's no justice.
No, what
It
about the
means-
people who died on the hands of Hitler? Have they been wronged and they are just done and there's no accountability for Hitler?
Well, there's accountability in terms of the Nuremberg trials.
I don't see Hitler living today. Like, where is which court of law is actually running his trial?
But it wasn't just Hitler who killed 6
No,
million.
let's just talk about Hitler now.
Okay, but he's dead.
No, that's what I'm saying. So the people who've been wrong, killed by Hitler, are they like just gone?
Yeah.
Did Hitler get away with that?
I guess so. He's dead.
So my logical inclination, my
Yes.
natural inclination says that there is a just being who's going to bring Hitler back to life and do justice. Oh, hold on. I'll see.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, yes. Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah. You think a just being will bring him back?
My natural inclination actually says that.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
so
what
my natural
evidence
inclination.
do you have for anybody coming back to life?
Evidence is that there is going to be a hereafter. There's going to be a hereafter.
What hereafter? Well, when?
How do you justify justice then? How do you justify accountability?
Well, you can do it to a limited degree in the here and now. But if you're talking about something happening in the future, very speculative. And there's no evidence from the past of anybody being brought back to life.
What kind of evidence are you looking for?
Well, what kind of evidence? Something that's observable, measurable.
Do you believe in empirical evidence for everything in your life?
I would say empirical evidence for everything in my life is not known yet, but religion, historically, the things that they've tried to explain with religious.
No, when you talk about observable,
yeah.
Do you believe in empirical evidence for everything in your life?
Well, just let me finish. I'm saying that not everything has been explained yet, but religion has often tried to explain things in the past that have been proved to be quite false from a religious perspective. So I would, for example, if you take a lot of emotions, like love, for example, how is that empirically measured? Well, it's not easily empirically measured. There are ways to try to measure it, including looking at hormone levels. They're evolving in science, right? Whereas religion just stops. It says, this is the way it is. In the hereafter, there'll be justice for people like Hitler. Well, says who?
2 plus 2 equals to 4.
Because it's written.
2 plus 2 equals to 4. Can you make it any better?
Well, in terms of mathematics.
No, otherwise, use your brain, as atheistic brain. 2 plus 2 equals to 4. Can you make it any better? Because you said that religion
I wouldn't
stops.
apply better to mathematics. It's not a question of.
Can you give me a better answer than 4 for 2 plus 2 equals to 4?
No, because mathematics isn't.
So you're convinced that 2 plus 2 equals to 4, you cannot make it any better. So there are certain things in life which does not need any modification. You agree with that? Unless you're biased.
Unless I'm biased?
Yes.
Well, who isn't biased?
I'm talking about you.
Well, yeah. Well, everyone has biases. There's probably about, 3 dozen different ones.
See, you see the loopholes in your beliefs.
But do you?
You mention about hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Allow me to speak now. As a elderly person, give me the benefit of doubt. Yeah. You said you don't believe in the hereafter. I said, do you believe in justice? And then I gave you the example. Hold on. And then I just hold on to your emotions. Okay, hold on to your emotions. And then I gave you the example of Hitler being, gone. Yeah. Wrongfully killing 6 million people. Yeah. Is there justice? Is there accountability? There's no accountability. So the people who've been wrong unjustly, they are gone. That means you don't believe in justice. You don't believe in accountability.
No, that's a mistake.
Hold on. According to
you're very black and white.
According to the atheistic belief, there is no justice, there is no accountability.
No, that isn't an
Second thing is,
atheistic belief. It's rationality.
how is that rational?
Atheism has nothing to do with what you're talking about. Atheism means you don't believe in theism. You don't believe that there's a God governing us.
How did the universe began to exist? Do you believe? How did the universe?
We're learning more about it. How do you think?
How much do you know?
How much do I know?
What does the science say?
Well, they're exploring more and more. Not just God did it. Well, where did God come from?
See, I'm not even talking about God. The problem is, did I talk about God? Did I mention? Did I even use the word God?
I've studied this enough to know that.
Did I even use the word God?
Well, no.
Why are you being so defensive when it comes to God?
I'm not defensive. I'm saying I'm knowledgeable enough about the subject.
No, I didn't talk about God now.
Yeah, but I'm knowledgeable enough about the subject, about people who are religious who talk about the origins of life or the universe. They often attribute God to.
My question is, why are atheists?
What do you think the answer to that question?
You're not allowing me to answer. The moment you become so defensive all of a sudden.
Well, you're defensive yourself. You have your own bias in your belief system. You're well rehearsed in your questions. I'm not.
Okay, so
I don't engage in this very often. You do all the time.
Okay, so why are you allergic to God? Is my question.
Allergic?
Because I didn't use the word God and then you brought it up.
I wouldn't
so let
say
me just
I'm
ask
allergic. I'm not sure why you would use that word.
Because you used the word God. I didn't even talk about God yet.
Yeah, but you asked
in the whole
me the
conversation
question,
of the 5 minutes that we've been having.
You asked me the question about how did the universe begin. I know what that question is associated with. I'm not so literal minded that I can only go point by point.
Why are you assuming? Why are you assuming? Why are you assuming? Simple question. How did the universe came into existence?
Well, we don't know the exact answer.
So you don't believe in science either?
Well, I do. Yeah. You see, you go from because I don't know means I don't believe.
Okay.
No, because I don't because Hitler is not going to be brought to justice because he's dead. You're saying, oh, that means I don't believe in justice. You make these.
No, I'm asking you.
No, but you conclude.
I'm asking you.
Ask me.
So give me a better answer.
I give you answers, and then you make a conclusion.
No, give me a better answer. Give me a better answer.
For what?
When are you going to bring Hitler back to life to do justice with the people who've been wronged already?
Well, I don't think you can bring Hitler back to life.
So you don't believe there is justice done to those people?
Well,
at least in this case.
Oh, in this case, for those people, yeah, there's no justice for dead people. There's justice at least in the sense that that whole regime of Nazism was brought to a halt, and many people were brought to account. Right, with the Nuremberg.
Okay, now I'm talking about Hitler.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about, it's not just Hitler who was involved in World War II or killing
Let's
people,
solve the problem of A and then we'll move to B.
Okay.
You're talking about B, C, D, E and then you left A here.
Well,
what I'm saying is that,
no,
so my natural inclination says.
I think it's linked like your watch, eh? Like it's not just one link on your strap. It's all a whole. Yeah.
Are you done?
I could go on.
Look how peaceful it is when you kept quiet.
Oh, I could say the same, yes. What about when you keep quiet?
Allow me to speak. See, I get my moral. Where do atheists get their morals from?
No, I'm not sure about your level of self-awareness because you're not doing anything all that different than I'm doing when we engage. No, and yet you're criticizing me.
Of course. Atheists can't take constructive criticism?
Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, I can take it, but what about
So you are not sure? How old are you, sir?
What's the relevance of that? You can.
No, because I'm going to relate something to that. Okay. If you give me an answer.
I'm older. Yeah, an older person. Yeah.
So
been around for a while.
Why are you not able to give a concrete answer in your life? You know, as in, I asked you 2 + 2 = 4. Can you make it any better? You said that religion actually stops on certain things. My question is, can you make 2 + 2 = 4 and better?
No.
So there are certain things which you are convinced with. There are certain things which you're convinced with already.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Okay. So why do you have a problem when the religion does the same thing?
Because religion has no proofs to it.
What do you mean?
Well,
why are you not sticking to the question that I'm asking you? You're talking about everything else.
You asked me a question. Why can I not do the same thing with religion?
2 + 2 = 4.
And I just gave you an
2
answer.
2 = 4.
Saying, well, that's not relevant.
No, because 2 + 2 = 4.
I don't think you can be reasoned with regard to your belief system because your belief
2 + 2 = 4. Can you make it any better? Why? So not everything which cannot be changed is wrong. Not everything that cannot be modified is wrong. So try to come out of that bubble which says that everything needs modification. There are certain things which are made perfect. In the same way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says in the Qur'an, in Surah Ma'idah, chapter 4, verse number 3, Allah says, Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum al-Islam dina. On this day, I have perfected the religion for you. So the religion is perfect, doesn't need any modification. If I have a glass of water, which is filled to the top, if I add anything to that, it spills. You need modification, you need addition. Hold on. I think your atheistic models are again jumping. You need modification, you need addition, you need subtraction to certain things which needs modification. But something which is perfect, 2 plus 2 equals to 4 is perfect. You cannot add or subtract. The moment you add or subtract, the whole mathematics go for a toss.
What's the analogy with religion?
I'll leave that for you to decide. Think about it.
Well, I've already decided.
And then I told you.
But there's so much wrong in the Christian Bible, the Qur'an. There's so many.
I don't know why did you bring Christian. I don't know why did you bring Christian Bible. Though I agree with only that one point of yours.
It's all religion, and all religions have flaws in them that don't make sense. And for people to rely on some belief system that's trying to understand life in the universe over the past few thousand years, things that have been written long ago versus what we know now through science, philosophy, many understandings now, it's just ridiculous. I mean, the treatment of women is a good example.
Okay.
I mean,
give me one example.
How about the way women in Saudi Arabia until more recently weren't even allowed to drive?
Who told you that?
Yeah. So, yes. Every woman is happy. Well, what about what the Taliban is doing in Afghanistan now?
What is the Taliban? No, hold on. That's a good relax.
They in terms of education for women, and jobs, they've shut down jobs for women in government, in many other areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know when was the first time that the woman actually started working?
In the history of humans?
In history of humans, yeah.
Well, I think they were probably working right alongside men doing different and similar things.
Since when?
Well, since humans live together, socialize.
Sorry to say, you need to educate yourself. You need to educate yourself. It's easy. It's very easy to grab a bag and walk around saying that I'm atheist and everything. It's after the World War, when the men force was going for wars and everything. That's when the women actually came out and started working and everything. Educate yourself a little.
Are you talking about
on that, please?
In the Western...
And when it comes to Islam, one verse of the Quran is sufficient for you to conclude. When it comes to the status of women in Islam, God says in Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse number 1, Allah says that respect the womb that has bore you.
Yeah.
Respect the woman. Paradise, the Hadith of Prophet Muhammad, the peace be upon him. The Hadith of Prophet Muhammad, the peace be upon him. Who told you that? The woman actually has better rights in Islam than men.
Women have the same.
There is a Hadith of Prophet Muhammad, the peace be upon him. There is a Hadith of Prophet Muhammad, the peace be upon him.
Saudi Arabia or Afghanistan right now, the women have the same rights?
Yeah, they do. They have better rights.
They have better rights. Well, so women, how long has it been that women have been allowed
talking to me? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Hold on.
He said he lived there. How long have women been
allowed? Have you? One second. Don't answer. Don't answer.
So what answer are you?
Don't answer. You talking to me?
Well,
have you been to Saudi Arabia? Have you been to Saudi Arabia?
He spoke.
Have you been to Saudi Arabia?
So I can speak with him.
Have you been to Saudi Arabia?
No.
Have you been to Afghanistan?
No.
So you just hear from hearsay. You're just hearing stuff from the media.
From news, yeah. I can't go to every country in the world. Can you?
So you're just gonna conclude watching stuff that's been shown on the media and everything, and then you're just gonna spill it out here.
Just like you are relying on your understanding of the universe.
No, I'm giving you the contextual proof from the book.
Yeah, but you have to read the book.
I read it.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I mean. You've read it, right? That's your source of information.
Right.
I have similar sources of information also that are verified by people. Well, BBC.
That's your source of information.
CNN.
Is that your source of information?
Primarily news, verifiable news media. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Hadith of Prophet Muhammad, the peace be upon him, he said that there was a companion of the Prophet who came to the Prophet. Don't cut me off now. See, this is the problem with you.
He said that. So I can tell you, this person told me something different.
Okay.
Now, who do you believe? Why do you believe that?
No, this is because this has to do with Islam. So I'm giving it Islamic context.
Okay.
Get what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's a companion who actually came to the Prophet and asked him, O Prophet of Allah, who deserves the maximum love and companionship of the children in this world? The Prophet said, your mother. And then the man asked next. The Prophet said, your mother. The man asked again, who next? The Prophet said, your mother. And the man asked for the fourth time, who next, the Prophet of Allah? The Prophet said, your father. That means in Islam, 75% of the love and companionship goes to the mother and 25% goes to the father. You're talking about the woman's right. Islam doesn't give rights to the women and everything.
Yeah.
One verse of the Qur'an, respect the womb that has bore you. The status of women has been elevated so much in Islam that there is a hadith of Prophet. The Prophet said in Sunan Abu
What
Dawud.
Islam are you talking about? Where?
I'm talking about the Islam that was revealed to the Prophet. I'm not talking about the Islam that you watch on CNN and BBC.
Yeah, what
if you want to know,
in practice,
if you want to know,
just like Christianity in practice, it's all corrupt.
I think you should take a walk. Please, thank you. You should come out of your bubble. Walaikum salam. Oh yeah, that's okay. That's okay. These people are. I remember talking to him 2 years ago as well. This person hasn't changed in iota.